There's always a war that we're all fighting. We may not think of a war as like a physical altercation or actually going to war, but every single person, every single human being is at a war. And that war is going on in their mind 24/7, 365. There's thoughts, there's emotions, there's fear, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's stories, there's beliefs, there's ideas, there's limitations. There's things they think they can and the things they cannot do. There's ideas about who they think they are and who they think they are not. All of these things have to be conquered. All of these things have to be dealt with so we can get to the true core of who we truly are. In our minds, we can live in a state of chaos, or we can develop a temple, a sanctuary in our mind where we can go to and we can find peace. And that is the warrior's way. And to find that peace, we have to cultivate and develop a superpower, and that superpower is called stillness. But stillness is a state. So to get into stillness, we have to start to understand first what gets us out. That's why we have to be warriors. As a martial artist, you're fighting a war on the spiritual level. And that spiritual war is the war in your mind and in your heart. The thoughts of your mind and the feelings of your heart. There's a war being waged on that level. It's like, do you believe in stillness or do you know stillness? Those are two completely different things. I'm sure everybody believes in stillness. Yes, there's a still point. There's this point of no thought. This is the present moment. Everybody believes this thing exists. But not many people know it. Not many people have a relationship with that state of mind, that place where time and space intersect, that place where everything is and isn't at the exact same time. That place where you can honestly express yourself, that place where you're the ultimate observer. You have to train the mind. When we talk about meditation, everybody's always meditating. There's never a state that you're not meditating. Meditation just means what is going on in your mind and what do you choose to think about. We have to develop the noticer, the observer. We have to notice the noticer. Notice who is talking, who is present. Is it really, truly you? Or is it a limitation, an idea, a story of who you think you are, of where you came from, of what you learned from your parents and your teachers, what you've learned from your experiences? All those things put you in a box. And when you come from that box, you can only answer and reply from those experiences that have put you in that box. Creativity is not taking knowledge you've learned and create something new out of it. That's called molding. Creativity is something new that just appears. But for that to happen, you have to be open, you have to empty the cup. The value of the cup is in its emptiness. The value of your home is the emptiness, because in that emptiness in your home is where the memories are stored. That's where the memories are created. That's where the wonderful times happen. So you gotta clean out the clutter. Before you can get to any point of stillness, you gotta get rid of what's already in there. What you think and what you believe, you could stick to that, but that'll just keep you in that mindset, that frame, and you'll never get beyond it. So the first step is to empty. The value of all of your experiences is the wisdom that's within your experiences. The only way to let an experience go, to let a bad memory go, is to extract the wisdom from it and make sure that that memory was needed for you to grow. Because chaos is needed to grow. You can't fight chaos. Everybody talks about stillness and flow, but we need to talk about chaos. You gotta become a master of chaos. You have to make chaos your friend. Because chaos is a gift for you. Because every time chaos comes, every time discomfort comes, it gives you an opportunity to rise to a new level. So if we don't understand these ideas, stillness is just something we believe in. It's not something we know. Then from there to study stillness. Stillness must be studied. It's a process, it's a science. It's not just something you learn at a self-help seminar. It's not something you read out of a book. It has to be experienced. And it's every one of ours birthright. We just gotta work through our issues to get there. And to get there, we gotta first start to learn to become still within stillness, which is very hard. It's very hard for us to stop moving and to just focus on the breath and come into the moment. That is extremely hard. That's why you have to go to war with your thoughts. They're gonna come up. They're gonna say, why? Not now. Excuses over and over and over again. Then you have to find stillness in movement. As you move around your day, can you be still? Can you be the observer? then you have to find stillness in the chaos. When your whole world is crumbling around you, when the waves are crashing down and sucking you under and you feel like you cannot breathe, when you feel like your heart is breaking, when you feel like nobody understands you, when you feel like nobody's around. Because that chaos is your way to stillness. It'll test you, it'll test every single part of you. But this is why you have to be a warrior. There's no stillness without being a warrior, because you gotta go to war. And this is the good fight that you gotta fight.